G'day guys, it's Vamp here, and today I want to go over, I guess, how insane Elementalist is. And I'm sure you've seen it from other people's videos, you know, various Elementalist builds are showing really strong, partially thanks to the golem changes, partially thanks to the changes to this node, which means you don't have to get the second node anymore. But yeah, so I decided on doing a physical dot build with Elementalist using Reap and Exsang. I'm also been using Cold Snap just because it kind of felt pretty good while leveling, and I just haven't stopped using it. It's just another damage over time. I'm level 83, got a pretty high amount of life and energy shield, and it's just going pretty well. And I'm on very scuffed gear, particularly Lynx at the moment, because I'm wanting to transition to using an Ivory Tower, and I'll also use a Prism Guardian when I get to the Lynx on my Ivory Tower. But at the moment, I'm using a 4-link. Technically 3 links, which kind of makes this even more fucked when you see this is my first memory strand map. Have a look how much I just absolutely demolish enemies. Oh, Verisium probably isn't going to be a good gauge. Look, they're just gone. God, things aren't loading properly. But that is on this 4-link here, which is both Exsanguinate and Reap in here with just controlled destruction efficacy. I have mainly focused on just like generic spell damage. I've gone for the golem nodes. I actually went for the shock because it's really powerful with Shaper of Storms. I'm not using brutality because the ignite from Shaper of Flames is actually doing a pretty reasonable amount of damage. If you have a look at the let's see the damage on Reap here, ignite damage, actually not terrible considering the base damage here is saying 50k and that's before any ramp up. So I'm like, oh, you know what, it's fine. I'm mainly using it for the defensive benefits, obviously. But yeah, the only fizz stuff I really have is this bit here and here. I may not even want a path down here if I have enough non-physical damage. But yeah, these new clusters plus like Chaos Golems and just the generic stats that Golems give now is just so insane as an Elementalist that I just kind of feel like you can do anything as an Elementalist and it's going to be strong. And then obviously your Ignite LE is going to be really powerful with these changes as well. I have a friend of mine who plays Ignite Elementalist almost every league, and I imagine he's eating pretty well with this. But yeah, it's just smooth. I don't feel like this is only tier 6, but like this is as far as I've gotten so far, and it's just been such a smooth leveling experience. I used ED Contagion up until I got Golems, just because Reap and Exsanguinate using life is kind of rough for a witch. When I got Golems, I got my Ascendancy, I swapped over. And yeah, just even Cold Snap. Cold Snap's got a bigger base Ignite than Reap does. You can see even that's just killing them all. And I have some pretty awful stuff, like my wand is crap. The extra fire damage there might be helping. But yeah, so it's been a pretty smooth experience. This is my first time seeing what we got here. What do we got? 200% more and 90% less. All dropped items the same type. Portional power of the monsters. Okay. Overall, ooh, I think the league's been quite good. I mean, the mercenaries, although I've noticed that sometimes the mercenaries be hit and miss. I think I've died maybe 24 times, which I just checked just before. Deaths. Most of those are the mercenaries. Other than that, it's just me being an absolute idiot, you know, turning my brain off. Like, I'm in an LE pen map right now. But yeah, it's been good. I've currently spec'd into my Atlas. I've gone some of the Settlers of Calgar shit. Oh, I imagine I'll get sick of that pretty fast, considering last league. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm keen to see where this new content stuff goes. Obviously, at the moment, this being our first map is not super exciting. We got Int. Yeah, some of the gear from these dudes is absolutely nuts. 127 max life. Energy recharge rate. Boots has been such a blessing getting 30% move suit boots from them. And that'd be good if I decided to go more with cold stuff. That's actually really good. I'm just gonna go with the currency. Every time I fight one of these guys, I'm just like, oh, am I gonna die today? That's fine.
If you must, just make it quick.
Especially with Elipen mount. That's kind of scary, actually, fighting a Frost one. But yeah, definitely feel like I've doing way more damage than I should be on a I guess three links, I guess. Got a 3-link cold snap and the 2-3 links there. Yeah, I like haven't had a need to change until I get my 5 or 6 link on my ivory tower. And when I do that, then I'm gonna shift over. But yeah, it's obviously pretty good. I'm not gonna bother doing that yet. I need to do more specializing in my Atlas beyond just like picking up some of the settlers stuff. Because I need to remove some shit. I don't think I want to do Blight pretty much at all. Which I know Darth Micro would hate. Ah, Fizz resistant. This is where I'm glad I have the Ignite and Cold Snap. It's like fucking Fizz resist, dude. I do need to get vulnerability, but I'm not sure that's gonna do enough for me. Let's buff all them. I can't tell if this thing is doing much other than that first enemy that just dropped a fucking million flasks. I guess Scepters, yeah, okay. That's interesting. Interesting. I need to clear more of the map. I definitely want more memory strand gear. Yeah, it's been a bit of good time so far. Anyway, I just finished clearing that map and just gonna go over more specifics. So I've played only like 15 hours. I would have liked to have played more, but combination of I was one of the unlucky players who couldn't play for the first 2 hours of the league until they put that fix through. And I've just been working and sleeping a lot, which hasn't been ideal. But yeah, it's been pretty good. Elementalist, I mentioned the Golem node, but yeah, the other nodes got changed really powerful. That's just basically a free 50% shock. I'm getting 44% shock with just like these nodes here. And that's just for hitting with any damage type. And then yeah, the Ignite's quite nice defensively, but also offensively, seeing his spec dot. The small nodes giving early damage obviously aren't super impactful, but the it's not bad. My last node is probably going to be the Bastion of Elements. I feel like that's going to be the most helpful for me, just because nothing else is going to do too much. I could definitely do some optimizations on pathing, but for now, as I've said, this is going quite well. So I don't really have too much reason to change it yet. Definitely like the idea of going Ivory Tower and Prism Guardian. I just need to get some more links here. Also, I got a Bladeful of Trathus. So I'll have to try that out. Yeah, I think in terms of gear at the moment, there's nothing special other than just getting really good gear from Mercs. I don't have anything scaling up my damage too much. That's basically no damage on there. This has very little damage for what I'm doing. It's just, yeah, a lot of power in golems, really. It's actually insane. Oh, one thing I do have, though, I put Leocast on my mercenary because I had that drop, and he's got Zealotry, so he's just helping a lot. They seem really powerful. Pretty scary as well, as I mentioned. But yeah. Also, that memory strand map. This is the only thing I got from that ring that I picked up. It's pretty good. Am I going to use it? Probably not. If someone needs an accuracy and fizz damage to attacks, maybe. But I also don't have any way to interact with the memory strands on it at the moment because it's full-on affixes, but all quite high. But yeah, seems cool. I just need to get more of them. But anyway, I think I'm going to call it for now. I'll give an update once I've, I guess, got my pushed a bit higher, seen a bit more, got my Ivory Tower and Prism Guardian, and then we'll be able to kind of see where it's going from there. Thanks for watching. See you next one.